Hello! Welcome to this GGS tutorial. My name is GGBot and I will show you how to get 100% out of the Publish module. Let's begin. Log in to GGS and on the left-hand side menu, select the Publish module. To better explain how to use this module, I will use a fictional post as an example. Imagine you have a company that sells clothing, and a new collection has just arrived. You want to make a post on all your social networks to announce it. The first thing you should do is identify which accounts you are going to post to. For this, you have two options in the upper left corner to select them. You can do it individually or choose an account group to avoid selecting them one by one. If you don't know how to connect your accounts so they appear here, I've left a link in the description to the social accounts video where you can get more information on adding or removing one or more accounts. Now, navigate to the space where you will create the publication. Add some text. For this example, it could be New Season Arrival. To enrich your post, insert an image that includes all the product's technical data. Search for the image of your choice on your computer or from storage, the center where every multimedia file you upload to GGS is stored. If you want to know more about how the GGS storage module works, I'll also leave the tutorial link in the description. Once the image is chosen, it's time to upload it. To increase your content's visibility and reach a specific audience more easily, I recommend adding hashtags using this button. Here you have two options. You can choose a hashtag group you've previously created by clicking here, or you can create a new hashtag group. To do so, just click the New Group button. Add a name for the group and then enter the desired hashtags, separating them with a space. When finished, click Save. To add the created hashtags to your post, click the Hashtags button and select the group you want. And that's it! The hashtags have been added. Now that you have the image uploaded, the hashtags placed, and the description written, you will be able to see a preview of how your post will look on the right side. You can customize the view by clicking here to choose the social network you want to preview. If you don't want to write the text for your post yourself or don't have an image to upload, let me show you one of the best advantages you have here in Publish. You can create copy and images for your posts with the help of the GGS AI Assistant. To do this, go to this button. Here you will find two tabs, Copywriter and Images. The Copywriter tab will make it easier to create the text that accompanies your posts on different social networks, saving you a lot of time. To create a copy, go to the Copywriter tab. Then, go to the bottom section where you will find different filters to create the prompt or instruction for the GGS AI Assistant. The first thing you need to define is the language in which you want the copy to be written. Here. Then, define the style you want the copy to have. This can be formal, casual, creative, technical, business-oriented, fun, or academic. Now, define the objective you hope to achieve with the copy. The objective can be to sell, inform, generate engagement, or improve branding. Next, define which channel you will use the copy for. It can be social media, email, blogs, and website. If you will be sharing the copy on a social network, define which one here. Now, tell the GGS AI Assistant what the length of the copy should be. You can choose between short, medium, or long. Finally, enter a basic instruction or keywords you wish to highlight in the copy. Once these are set, click Generate. And that's it! As you can see, you now have a created copy that you can share in your posts. Now, let's see how to create an image with the help of the AI Assistant. Go to the Images tab. In the text box, describe the image you want the AI to generate in 100 characters. Once the image description is entered, click Generate. And as you can see, the image has been generated with the help of the GGS AI, and you can use it for your posts without any problem. You can download the image by clicking here. Remember that depending on the plan you have acquired, you will find the credit meter for using the GGS AI in the upper right corner. Once they run out, you will have to wait for a new month of your subscription to start to have this meter back at zero. Now, I will show you the options you have for publishing. The first option is to publish immediately. For this, go to the Publish Now option and click the Select Where button. Clicking here will open this new window. In it, you must define specific aspects for each social network. For example, if you are posting to Instagram or Facebook, you will need to define if you want the post to be made in the feed or in stories. If you post on YouTube, you will need to define the video title, privacy settings, among others. and so on for the different social networks. Once the different aspects are defined, click Publish. The post will be automatically shared on all the social networks you previously determined. See how fast it is? The Enterprise Plan for Teams has one more option, which allows you to send posts for review. If you manage a hierarchy of authorizations, this function is very useful so that the immediate superior can view the post, the copy, and decide if it is approved or rejected. If it is approved, the post will be published with the conditions and rules established by its creator. And if it is rejected, this post will receive a note from the person in charge of authorizing it, with specifications for changes. If you want to know more about how the Teams module works, we leave the link to watch the tutorial on how to use it in the description. Now, let's look at another scenario. What if you don't want to make a post right now, but in 3 days? No problem. For this, click on the Schedule tab. With this function, you can schedule the post to be made at a specific time and date. So you can set the post to be published in 3 days at noon. If you wish to schedule the same post for another date or more than one date, you can add as many as you need by clicking on Add to Schedule. Once the schedule date and time are set, select the Select Where option. Define the aspects for each social network, and then click Schedule. If you need to send the post for approval, click the Send for Approval button. But what if you want the post to be published repeatedly for days, over a period of time? You can do it. To do this, click on the Recurring Post tab. This function schedules the post, but with specific rules. For this example, imagine you want to make a post that repeats every week from October 5th to 30th, on Thursdays at 12 p.m. Then click on Select Where. Again, define the aspects for each social network. Then click Schedule, and your post will be scheduled based on the previously defined rules. Now, imagine you are going to make a new post, but this one will be for the next season, and you want to start preparing it in advance. But today is not a day for fresh ideas, so you want to postpone it for another day. Here, you can use the Drafts function to save it as a draft and edit it later. Follow the same previous steps, and it will be saved. If you later want to see where your drafts are, you can go to the top section where you will find History. Then filter to Select Drafts and choose the Duplicate option. Now you can adjust what you need and then publish it as required. If you want to see the history of all the posts you have made, you can also do it from this option, and you can filter them by Published, Scheduled, Recurring, or Drafts. You can also filter by a specific date, creation date, and scheduled date. By scrolling down or changing the page number, you can view the different posts you have made. You can also view your publications in the calendar. This option allows you to see over time how you have organized your posts and verify that there are no overlapping posts. Furthermore, from the calendar, you can reschedule your publications by adjusting times or dates in 2 ways. You can drag them to the date you want, or you can click on the publication and make the changes you need. Let me show you the last function of Publish, which is Bulk Schedule. This is one of the best features of GGS for publishing. It differs from the other options because here you can schedule multiple posts with specific rules. Imagine you have 4 advertising images with the garments from the new clothing collection, and you need to promote them in different months and on different social networks. First, select the posts you are going to schedule in bulk. You can filter by drafts, published, or scheduled posts. It is important to keep in mind that all the publications you wish to schedule must have been saved as drafts, been published, or been scheduled, as you cannot create a new publication when activating a bulk schedule. They must already appear in the history. Also, keep in mind that when you schedule the bulk, the posts that you already had stored in the history will be scheduled on the social networks that you defined when you created the post. That is, if you created a post in drafts and saved it to be published on one or more of your accounts, it is on these same accounts where the bulk schedule will be applied, and so on for each of the other posts you schedule here. Now, you can schedule your posts based on one or more rules, or you can just schedule them in bulk with one recurring rule. To schedule posts based on one or more rules, first select the posts you want to schedule in bulk. Then go to the Schedule tab. We will use the following example. These rules have been established for publishing. The images must be published on January 1st at 3 p.m. Then, on March 15th, the same images will be published. The time will be 10 a.m. In this way, your publications will be scheduled in bulk according to your rules. Now, we are going to make a recurring bulk post with the same example. We select the publications to schedule and, just like in a recurring post, select the date range. For this example, it will be from April 5th to April 30th at 12 p.m. on Thursdays. And thus, your post will be scheduled in bulk based on the rule you previously defined. Once these rules are established, you can schedule your posts in bulk for different time periods and schedules. Now it's your turn to explore the Publish module. Publish, schedule, and bulk schedule all your posts from GGS and save a lot of time. See you next time. Goodbye.